What's good YouTube, Gib The Great here, back with another Pokemon X Wi-Fi Wednesday episode. In this episode you guys, we are going to have 3 battles that I did with complete Passerbys and randomers. We're going to have a 3 vs 3 single battle, a 6 vs 6 single battle and a 6 vs 6 double battle, as we do normally throughout this series. 3 different formats just to show 3 different play strategies. Now guys, I am doing this episode using the Versus recorder because you know what, I thought it'd be easier on me, and it's less time for me to edit the video and taking bits out and what have you. So you know what, from now on it's just gonna be me using the Versus recorder. But I know I let you guys down on week 2 of Wi-Fi Wednesdays with just the 1 battle. But you know what, I figured that if I could try and get all these battles together using random people, I would. However, this first battle here against Alvator with his Absolute Fletchling and his Esper, it's kind of short really, it's a kind of 5-turn battle, but the rest of the battles, guys, I promise you will absolutely love. Without further ado, let's get into this first 3 vs 3 battle. So as you can see there, I had the Vivillon, my Mawile and my Pyro ready. These are the 3 Pokemon that I will be using in my 6 vs 6 battle as well. But he's going to go out into his Esper first. I go out into my Vivillon. Now I did say, guys, I'm going to say that I always lead with Vivillon, so I can set up with the Sleep Powder and then set up with some Quiver Dances. But because this is an Esper, I realise that it's kind of weak, so I just go straight away for the Bug Buzz, kill it. So there's the second turn, already 1 dead Pokemon. So he's gonna send out his Calm, which is his Fletchling. I reckon Bug Buzz can't do anything, so might as well go for the Hurricane. I do. So we kill that, because we get a hit off it and we kill it, because Fletchling's the first evolution of Talonflame. So no, yeah, you guys know what I mean anyway. So his third Pokemon is the Absol here, which I put to sleep. I could have gone for a Bug Buzz and make this turn quicker, but I just had to be sure that the Absol wasn't going to do anything to screw me over with. So the 5th turn here, I just Bug Buzz it and then boom, 1 hit KO, dead. So that's the first battle, you guys. I know it was short, but I really couldn't find anyone else with 3 vs 3 to do 3 vs 3 battles with, because I put as my status message on the DS system 3 vs 3 battle or no battle at all. So people kind of got the message. This person in particular got the message. He was the first one to come through to me with a 3 vs 3. But it's a shame that he lost. I think it was his first Wi-Fi battle as well. So, good job, Alvator. Well done, mate, however you pronounce your name. This next battle, you guys, is against, not him. This next battle is against Manuel. This is our 6 vs 6 single battle. And he has a Lucario, a Luxray, a Napoleon, a Drapion, a Staraptor, and a Roserade. This is a very interesting battle, you guys, because as I say, I do lead out with my Vivillon, and yeah, this battle goes in a very interesting direction, I must say. But without further ado, let's jump into the 6 vs 6 single battle. Oh god, I fucked that up already. So yeah, guys, this battle was very interesting because, as I just explained in the 3 vs 3 single battle, I do always lead off with my Vivillon in this set, so I can get the Sleep Powder off. But he goes out into his Roserade, so I can't use Sleep Powder because in 6th generation grass types don't fall asleep using Sleep Powder. But I get off the Hurricane first, that Roserade is dead within this turn already. So he goes out into his Luxray next. So I figured, okay, so he's going to get the Intimidate off. Doesn't bother my Vivillon at all because Vivillon is the special attacker. So I use Sleep Powder to put it to sleep, and now this is where I can start to set up my Quiver Dances. Because I can see he has an imitating team, and I know some of those Pokemon can screw my team over. So I think the Luxray must have used a priority move then. Either that or speed are the same, but yeah, I'm going to set up some Quiver Dances which are going to raise my special attack, special defense and speed, set me up for later Pokemon. So he swaps out, because he knows that these Luxrays are asleep, he goes out into his Napoleon. I figured he may as well still be asleep, or he's going to swap out, so I go for the second Quiver Dance here, saying that my stats up even more. Now I know that he's gone out into a new Pokemon, I go for the Sleep Powder, You know, I'm trying to put all of his Pokemon to sleep as possible while I set up with the Quiver Dances. This Vivillon moveset, guys, is amazing. I seriously recommend it. So I get my third Quiver Dance up. So my my Vivillon is now special bulky Pokemon with that extra speed, which is very nice. The Empoleon's still asleep, so I figured he might swap out, but no, he stays in. So I get my fourth Quiver Dance set up now. And yeah, the Vivillon's getting more powerful as we speak. But as we know, the Empoleon wakes up. Fortunately, Ice Beam is a special move. So that Ice Beam doesn't do even half to my Vivillon with my special defenses up. So now that Empoleon is awake, I'm going to put it back to sleep with another Sleep Powder. With the Compound Eyes ability that Vivillon has, it boosts the accuracy of all my moves, so Sleep Powder will bound to hit every time. But yeah, guys, he swaps back out from his Empoleon into his Luxray here. Don't know why he did that, probably because he was thinking that some of my moves were physical, just to get that Intimidate off. But I figured that he's either going to stay asleep or switch out again. So I get my fifth Quiver Dance up now, and I reckon I can actually hit this Luxray. So I'll go for the Bug Buzz, which brings his Luxray down. So it's now he now has 4 Pokemon left. He goes out into his Drapion. Now what I just did was a mistake. I hit the Hurricane, but I miss, because I think Hurricane has 70 accuracy. So it's not that good anyone's move anyway, but I am lucky because he goes for the Acupressure when he could have hit me with a Poison Fang or something. So that turn was a waste for him, so I put this Drapion to sleep while he raises his special attack, fortunately. So I do get the Hurricane off the turn after I use the Sleep Powder, kill the Drapion, fortunately, because that thing was a big threat to my team, and now he's only got half his team left. So he goes back out into his Empoleon. I can't hit it with a Bug Buzz or a Hurricane. The least it's going to do is at least half damage, what with my Quiver Dancer set up. It wakes up, it's going to use Ice Beam again, which is going to take me down to at least half damage. Almost takes me down into the red, which is very close. And yeah, he goes for the Protect when I could have gone for a Quiver Dancer, and I didn't know what he was going to do, whether he's going to swap or stay in. So I went for the Bug Buzz, but didn't hit, but I go for the Bug Buzz again. This one does hit and kills his Empoleon. So he's only got 2 more Pokemon left, guys, which is his Staraptor and his Lucario here. So we are going to see Lucario once or twice in this episode. He goes for the Mega Evolution, obviously, with the only Pokemon being that he can Mega Evolve on his team. But I am faster due to the Quiver Dances that I set up before, which raises my speed. So I am going to be faster than a Mega Lucario, so I can put it to sleep. Then what I'm going to do next is set up my final Quiver Dance. Because you can only set up like 1 stage plus moves 6 times, because you can only do it to a stage of plus 6s, no more. So I get all my speed, special attack, special defensive speed up, so I figured I can hit him with a neutral Hurricane, being his Lucario is fighting steel, and get the critical hit. I think that crit mattered, guys, because otherwise I think I would have done like taking it into the red. So the Staraptor here gets the Intimidate. This is his final Pokemon, guys. I figured that, you know what, I could hit it with a Hurricane, but with the Drapion I feel like I learned my lesson, so I go for the Sleep Powder, making sure that if I miss the Hurricane, it might be okay because it will still be asleep. So this final turn I do go for the Hurricane, it does hit, and before you know it, that Staraptor is dead. So that's all of his 6 Pokemon dead already, guys, and in just 21 turns, which is actually quite amazing. So Manuel, you really had a threat with that Drapion there, and I am so thankful that you did not use a physical move like Poison Fang or something. But yeah, that is a really good team. That diverse team you had there. So it's unfortunate really, because I just 6-0'd his team with my Vivillon. But yeah, guys, this Vivillon set is amazing. Vivillon is putting in work, because he has Sleep Powder, Bug Buzz, Hurricane, and Quiver Dance. Oh my god, Vivillon is amazing. And then we end off with our double battle episode against Nate here. Now, as you can see, Nate has some incredibly strong Pokemon. He has a chance of 2 of his Pokemon either being a Mega Lucario or a Mega Charizard. And he has, count with me here, 1, 2, 3, 4 legendary Pokemon, being his Elf, his Mewtwo, his Dialga, and his Giratina. So I figured going into this battle, when I looked at his team while I was picking my Pokemon, I was like, Oh my god. This is going to be an absolutely amazing battle, and I'm most definitely going to lose. But let's just jump into the battle. Guys, and you can find out what happens. So, when doing this battle, in discovering how previously Vivillon set worked, I was like, okay, I've got to send out my Vivillon here, just to see what he can do against me. So he goes out into his Gratino and his Dialga, sending in the 2 bulky legendaries first. I go out to my Vivillon with my Pyro. Now, obviously, Gratino and Dialga both have pressure that wastes 2 PPs in one move, in one turn. So I go for the Sleep Powder, go for the Dialga first, because obviously with Sleep Powder I can only put 1 Pokemon to sleep. And then the Gratino is going to use Aura Sphere on my Pyro. It's going to do super effective damage, but fortunately it does not kill it, so I can use Dark Pulse. Super effective Dark Pulse on the Gratino here. It does about a third of damage, maybe less, maybe a quarter. But the Dialga is still asleep, which is good, and now I can put the Gratino to sleep as well, meaning that my Pyro is at least safe for 1 turn, unless the Dialga doesn't wakes up and attacks my Pyro here. But I do get the second Dark Pulse on the Gratino, weakening it a bit more. Vivillon is just really set for putting Pokemon to sleep here, but the Dialga does wake up, does use Dragon Pulse on my Vivillon, taking it down to half health. I'm fortunate that my Vivillon lived here and survived, because I think that could have made a total difference to my team, guys. So I do put the Dialga to sleep for the 3rd time. You get the 3rd Dark Pulse off, taking Gratino into the red, almost killing it. And yeah, both of his Pokemon are now asleep. And because the Gratino is weak and not asleep, he reckons he has to switch. So he goes out into his Mewtwo, but then he also switches his Dialga here, which is really interesting, because I was like, okay, you've got a full health Dialga which is asleep, why would you swap him out? So I figured he must be setting something up here. So I was going to kill the Gratino with the Bug Buzz, but does help more than health damage to the Mewtwo. And I reckon that because he's most likely to swap, I go for the Hyper Voice, causing damage to both Pokemon on the opposing team. He goes into the Mega Lucario as well, so that is most likely going to mess with my team. Of course, with no Quiver Dance set up this time, Mega Lucario does outspeed my Vivillon. So I do feint here, and it's now, and the Mewtwo is going to use the Aura Sphere on my Pyro, which is going to kill both my Pokemon in 1 turn. So he still has all of his 6 Pokemon alive, I only have 4. So I go out into my Mawile, which is holding the Moralite, the Mega Stone, and I have the Armaldo here as well with Protect. Protect comes into so much play at this point, guys. I feel so happy that I equipped it to my Armaldo. But I do go for it for the 1st turn, and I figured, okay, Mewtwo has to be using an attack move, so I go for the Sucker Punch on the Mewtwo. Sucker Punch really helped me out in this match, guys. You don't even know. What with Mawile's physical power is amazing. And then the enemy uses Dragon Pulse on my Mawile, doesn't realise that it's Fairy, but he does go for the close combat on me. I live with just 20 HP because of my high defenses with Mega Evolving. Had I not Mega Evolved, I probably would have been dead then. But my Armaldo fortunately misses the attack from the Charizard, because I went for Rock Slide this turn, because I'm going to go for 2 successive protects. But yeah, he does miss the attack on the Charizard, which is unfortunate, because I reckon I could have took it down right there, with it being quad super effective. But I go for the Sucker Punch on the Azelf, because it is psychic, so it's going to do super effective damage to it. I knock it out, which is fortunate, because I think Azel's defenses are quite poor. So as I say, I did protect that turn. He goes back out into his Dialga, which is unfortunate for me, because I know that Dialga could do neutral damage to my Mawile. So he goes for the Inferno on my Armaldo, because like I say, I didn't protect. He gets the burn off on me, which is really going to impact my Rock Slide now on these 2 Pokemon. So I go for the Play Rough on the Dialga. As I say, it's going to do neutral damage. Does a decent amount of damage though for Mega Mawile under the legendary Pokemon. So as I say, it's going to be super effective on the Charizard, but because of that burn, it doesn't take it down. Armaldo's going to sustain some damage here. So I'm going to go for the Protect this turn for the Armaldo. And then I'm going to Sucker Punch the Charizard. Yeah, I did Sucker Punch the Charizard. So now that Charizard is dead, meaning that's one less Pokemon for me to worry about. But unfortunately, the Dialga does wake up, always fears my Mawile, which does kill it. And now we're at a case where I have 3 Pokemon left alive. I think he only has 2. So yeah, he sends out back the Giratina because that is the only 2 Pokemon he has, the Giratina and the Dialga. I send out go out into my Chesnaught here. Now I actually didn't realise that Dialga was Dragon Steel at this stage. So I do realise I could go on for the Fighting type move on the Dialga when I went for Energy Ball on the Giratina. But because I used Shadow Force, that his move is going to miss. The Dialga goes for the Aura Sphere on my Armora, which does kill it. And I did say, guys, I did go for the Energy Ball on the Giratina, but because I used Shadow Force, it does miss. So going into my final Pokemon, the Chlorid, I named it Argonite for trading purposes because I really wanted an Argonite. So the Giratina is going to go for the Shadow Force on my Chesnaught. Doesn't do half damage, fortunately. But the raw time is going to do half damage to my Chlorid here, but it doesn't die, fortunately. I do hit the Focus Blast on the Dialga, which does kill it. I do realise I could have used Brick Break on it, but I reckon a Focus Blast would have been more better. And then my Chlorid survives and knocks out the Giratina here. So that is all of his Pokemon dead, 4 of his legendaries, and 2 potential Megas that really could have screwed over my team. But out of that battle, I'd say my Vivillon and my Mawile definitely pulled through there with the Armada to protect. But yeah, Nate, you are the first person I can say on a Wi-Fi Wednesday to have most of the team full of Mega Evolutions and Legendaries. So I must say, Nate, very well done, very well batted there. It was a close one, 2-0 in the end to me. But oh my god, was that a close battle. Anyway, guys, the next week, I don't know if you watch my Why Wonder Type Block, but I did explain that, you know, the Why Wonder Type Block episode that goes up on a Wednesday along with this. Well, I'm moving that episode to a Monday, so there'll be 2 episodes of Why Wonder Type Block on a Monday, proceeding from next week, and there'll be 2 episodes of a Wi-Fi Wednesday from now on. So there'll be 2 Wi-Fi Wednesday episodes on Wednesday, with it being Wednesday, of course, dedicating the day to Wi-Fi battling. And yeah, and in addition, we have our week 4 battles. If you don't know what our week 4 battling is, guys, basically every multiple of 4, so like 4, 8, 12, I put that into weeks. So like week 4, week 8, week 12. I choose 2 Pokemon for my first for my 3 weeks of Wi-Fi battling. That can be 2 Pokemon for my first team in week 1, 2 Pokemon for my second team in week 2, and 2 Pokemon for my third team in week 3. So for example, I take 2 Pokemon out of these this team here and put them into a compilation of 4 other Pokemon from week 1 and week 2, all together to form the best of Pokemon, and hopefully we can take it down an opponent using the same team all the way through, and then hopefully we can knock out some people's Pokemon. So yeah, guys, there'll be 2 episodes of Wi-Fi battling going up on next Wednesday. So hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. Very close battling, I must say. The villain putting in work with them more while. If you guys did enjoy, please give me a like and comment with some feedback, and to show appreciation, because you know your support is greatly appreciated to me and the channel. Subscribe if you're new for all the daily content. But yeah, you guys have been amazing. Thank you so much for watching Wi-Fi Wednesdays. You guys have been amazing. I've been Gib The Great. This is me signing off.